Hello everyone, it's Katie and I'm back with another video. So today I'm going to be showing you guys some Mother's Day gift ideas that I came up with. So let's get started. I moved on this side because I'm going to insert a picture of this next one. And if you see me looking down, it's because I have the picture right here on my phone. But this is what I did last year for my mom for Mother's Day. And it just says Mother going down the bottom, and then I wrote different words for each letter. So we have amazing, loving, thoughtful, hardworking, extraordinary, and strong. Now, obviously you want to do your own words because you want it to describe your mom, but I think it's a super cute idea. You could do the same concept with grandma or grandmother or mom or mommy or whatever you call them. And if you wanted to get a smaller canvas, you could do it with just mom or just make it a lot smaller. And the way I did this was I got a canvas, some paint, and a paintbrush, all from Walmart. So all you need is a thing of paint like this. As you can tell, this one is old. There's paint dripping down the side of it, but there's also the little ones, of course, if you're not going to use the paint that often. But I have big tubes in black and white, just because those are the main colors that I use the most. And now this paintbrush, you want something small like this. I think this one came from Michael's, but I do have ones that are from Walmart as well that are like this, and they do the same thing. But you can use whatever you like to do this project. You can even use markers. You can do things on paper. Whatever materials you have or can get a hold of right now is always great, and of course whoever you're giving it to is gonna love it, so that's all that matters. But you can also use different colors and even maybe paint the background. You could do like an ombre background or like a sunset in the background and then do that on top of it. I think any of that is super cute. But last year's when I first started getting into painting, so I wasn't very good at it yet, so I decided just to go with the words. But all I did for that, I just sketched it out very lightly with pencil, and then once I had that done, I went over it with paint very carefully with a small brush. That way you can build instead of it being really clumpy. And for where it actually says Mother, I used a bigger paintbrush, that way that stuck out a little bit. So yes, I think that's a cute idea that anybody will love. And next I'm going to show you the idea that I had for my grandma for last year. It's a really cute idea, and it says, "You are my sunshine," and then the one I gave my grandma is my handprints. I did yellow and orange alternating with my handprints to make a sun, and I think it's super cute, especially if you have younger kids. I think it's really cute. I did this at 16. My grandma still loved it. She cried. It's up in their house. In this one, yet again, I just left white in the background, but you could do a different type of background. You can make it blue and then do orange on top of it. That way it really pops and it does look like the sun in the sky. But whatever materials you have, yet again, will work really well for this. And now this next idea is along the same lines, but you won't need a canvas for this. So this is something that I did a while ago, and I haven't given it to anyone. It's actually just been sitting in this room for a long time, but it says "Create Your Own Sunshine," and I just did a little circle around the sunshine, did some, yet again, alternating orange and yellow. And if your mom or grandma or whoever you're celebrating Mother's Day with has a favorite quote or something like that, you can just do this. And for this, yet again, I wrote it with pencil really lightly and then traced with the black. It's just on a piece of paper, so everybody has paper in their house. And if you don't have paint or paintbrushes, you can use markers, colored pencils, crayons, whatever you have is great for something like this. And if you do this, you could put it in a frame or something, and I think it'd be super cute. Now I am going to tell you what I'm giving my grandma for Mother's Day this year because she doesn't watch my videos. She doesn't really know how to work technology, so I know that's a safe bet, but I'm not going to tell you what I'm making my mom because she does watch these videos. But yet again from Walmart, I got this picture frame. It's just a plain black frame. It was like 98 cents or something like that. And it's a 4x6. And my printer here in my house prints pictures 4x6. So I have some pictures of me and my grandma just taking funny pictures with Snapchat filters and stuff. So I'm going to pick my favorite one out of those pictures and print it here and just put it in the frame. So this is a really simple idea you can do this year. It doesn't take much effort, especially if you have a printer that prints pictures already. Super convenient. So obviously I'm not just giving my grandma a picture frame, I'm doing a little bit more. So I'm also going to be giving her a tissue box cover that is crocheted, and I will show you the picture from the pattern that I used right here. And I made mine in purple because that's my grandma's favorite color. And she's an avid crocheter as well, so just little things like that that she'll have around her every day when she's at home and get to see every day is something that I think she'll really enjoy. And now, of course, you can make blankets and pot holders and different things like that. But personally, what I like to do is sit down and say, okay, what does this person enjoy doing? Like if they enjoy cooking, make them a dish towel or make them a pot holder or something like that that they'll use every day and get to see and get enjoyment out of it, and something that they'll use. So I was just thinking, what does my grandma have around her every day? She always has a tissue box sitting next to her, so that's one thing that I've done. And then I'm thinking about maybe for her birthday, which is in a few months, doing coasters and just different things like that. And the picture frame she'll probably set on the table right next to her, so she'll see that every day as well. You know, different things like that that'll spark joy to people when they see it. So of course blankets are a great idea because people will see those things every day, or they'll be able to keep them on their bed or use them every day or something like that. So I'm going to insert some pictures of some blankets that I really like that I've saved from Pinterest, some patterns for them. That way you can create them. And of course, if you make the blanket yourself, then you can customize it with their favorite color, or you can get multicolored, or just anything like that. And of course, if you don't specifically like the way the pattern is, you can change the pattern a little bit. It's customizable. That's why I think crocheting gifts is a very good idea, because it's completely unique. Nobody else is going to have that gift. And I'm just a crocheter, but if you guys knit or do anything like that, or sew, I sew a little bit too. Those are great ways to make gifts for people, especially right now with the virus and money's a little tight and everything like that. It's much cheaper to go out and buy a ball of yarn and make something than it is to buy that item. So next there's pot holders, which I'm also going to insert some pictures of. But I really think pot holders are a cool idea because I know in my house at least, my mom keeps pot holders on the cabinet and drawer handles. And so she sees those every day when she walks in the kitchen, and I think it's a super cute idea. If it's something that you made, it'll definitely spark joy for that person. And there's also dish towels, which you can make. And I'll show some pictures of my favorite ones here. And next, of course, there's coasters you can make. Just any type of item that you can think of that that person will use is a great gift in my opinion. And if you're not into making things, of course there's great things you can buy. Just things off the top of my head are some of the same things that I talked about already, like blankets and kitchen items and cooking utensils or different things like that I think are really cool. Or you can buy paintings from the store, or you know, whatever that person would like is always a great idea. So you kind of just have to take a second to think what that person likes to do and what gift would fit into that. And if your mom or grandma is the one that likes to crochet, or paint or do something like that, you can get them supplies for that because that stuff is always needed. I know I have tons of yarn, but if somebody gives me yarn, I'm always so happy about it, and it makes me want to use it even more, and it makes me want to use it to make them something, because I'm like, if they picked this yarn out, they obviously like it. So it's just a cool idea to give them something like that as well. Or if they're a painter, you know, canvases are always a big expense. So that's something nice you could treat them to. Or just simply get them flowers or chocolate, or I know Edible Arrangements does good sales normally, where you can get chocolate covered strawberries or fruit bouquets or something like that. All that kind of stuff is great ideas as well. And especially right now with being quarantined, if you can't spend Mother's Day with your family, you could send your mom or grandma flowers or an edible arrangement and a card or something like that until you can see them in person, and then you can give them whatever you make for them or whatever other things you bought for them. Okay guys, so this is the end of today's video. I really hope you enjoyed, and remember that all the stuff that I talked about is from Pinterest. I'm going to link down in the description. So all the pictures of things that I put on the side here will be linked in the description box, as well as my contact information and social medias. If you'd like to see more from me, make sure you follow my social medias and hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. That way you'll know every time I upload a new video. I hope all these ideas helped you guys figure out what to make or buy for Mother's Day. And with all that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.